Hi, welcome to Kate's Kitchen. I'm Kate, and tonight we're going to make a crustless ham and cheese quiche. We start off with 2 cups of fully cooked diced ham and 2 cups of shredded, it says cheddar, but Dave and I both like marbled cheese, so I shredded some of the combination. A generous half cup of red onions, 4 large eggs that have been beaten, 2 cups of half and half, and I have 3/4 of a teaspoon of house seasonings. Now to make it just a little extra special, I've got about a half cup of finely diced asparagus tips, just to make it extra special. I'm going to put the camera on the tripod and we'll be back to start. The first thing you have to know is you need to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Then you take a pie plate. This one just happens to be a cherry pie plate, one of my favorite pie plates. Let me bring this camera down so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. And the first thing we do is we load in all this beautiful ham. Now this is from the big ham that I made the other day, and this is the next step in our series of makeovers, not leftovers. So there's our ham. Next, we're going to take our asparagus tips and kind of sprinkle them lightly. You don't want them too many in any one spot, but you want them all over because if you like the flavor of asparagus. Now, if you're not an asparagus fan, feel free to leave it out. If you have a different veggie that you would like to put in, say you have some summer squash or something like that that would go well, feel free to add that as well. Next we have our onions, and I chopped these into pretty small pieces. And Dave and I both just love onions. We eat a lot of onions in our house. Most of the time I have yellow onions because they're easy to get and pretty easy to grow. I had some red onion this time and I decided that I would use that instead. I like the flavor of onions a lot, so we're pretty heavy with the onions. Next, we're going to take half of our cheese and kind of sprinkle it around and make a layer on top of all this meat and veggies. There we go. And the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to move this out of the way, put my cutting board back over here so you can see it. We're going to slowly mix some, but not all of the eggs, half and half into the eggs. I'm not really trying to beat them because I've already beaten them. I'm just more trying to fold it in than anything. There, that's about half. And to that we're going to add the house seasoning mix. And I just dump that in because we're going to mix it all in real well together. And see if we can't get those eggs well mixed up with half and half. Now let's bring the quiche back over. Now we're going to gently pour over the whole thing our milk and egg mixture. I'm going to use just about 2/3 of it because I want to add the rest of the half and half in. So when we get it all added together in the quiche, we'll get eggs in every part of it and milk in every part of it, or cream. So now let's pour the rest of it over. And if you'll notice, things start to float when you get enough liquid in there. Even the ham will float if you get enough of it. When it looks to the point that it's getting just a little too full around the edges, stop. And take the remainder of your cheese and sprinkle it around. Trying to get some on the edges, but not real heavy on the edges, because it will spread out a little as it cooks. There we go. This is an uncooked quiche. We're now going to put it in the oven. It's a 400-degree oven. We're going to put it in there and we're going to let it cook for 35 to 40 minutes. And when you can jiggle it around, move it around, and it doesn't jiggle a lot, put a knife in the center and it comes out clean or cleanish. These are eggs, remember. Then you'll be done. We're going to put it in the oven. I'll bring you back when it's ready. It's now in the oven, and the one thing I forgot to tell you is be sure and put a pan underneath it, because these things can drip and it makes a big mess in your stove. Our timer just went off. We're going to take a look and see what's going on inside the oven. Oh my, that's beautiful. I'm going to set the camera up and I'll bring you back when we take it out of the oven. And here we go. I wish we had smell-o-vision, folks. This smells wonderful. Isn't that pretty? We got to wait 5 minutes and then we can slice it and plate it, and I'll let you know when it's ready. Oh my, doesn't that look wonderful? It's been sitting for 5 minutes. I cut it down the half and then cut it again like this for a quarter. I'm trying to loosen it up a little bit here. And I think I'm going to bring the plate over a little closer. I think I'm going to have to cut it in another section here. I think it's just too big to take out otherwise. That cheese across the top made a wonderful crust. It's just lovely to smell and to see. I can't wait to taste it. There. Oh my, isn't that pretty? Oh, that is just lovely. David's going to love this. We'll take it in and let him have a taste. Okay, let's go give David a taste and see what he thinks. I just thought it'd be pretty to have a little bit of a salad on the side too, so here we go. Well, that light color changes when you come into the next room. Let's back out.
Well, it might not be very manly to say so, but I like quiche.
Well, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear it.
Let's give this a try. Well, that's right. You put asparagus in it too, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
It's still crunchy. Well done, my dear.
Thank you.
That's great.
Thank you very much.
Me lucky.
Okay, it's time for me to fix my own plate, which I have started here. And I'm going to go in and enjoy a little bit of this wonderful quiche as well. I hope you enjoyed watching us walk through it. It's really a very easy thing to do, and it's another way to stretch that ham out. That's plate number 2 with our ham. We have another one coming up in a couple of days. Stay tuned. Y'all take care. God bless.